Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's word is certainly. We will learn this word by using 5 effective techniques which we have already discussed in our introduction video. So we will learn these words from learning till the applying. So here is the 5 steps. Picking up the words, building pronunciation confidence, analyze how it is using in the sentences and create your own sentences, and the last one, intentionally use it in your conversation. So these steps will help you to increase your vocabulary so that you can convey your message in a multiple ways, and definitely it will gonna take part in your active vocabularies so you can perform it in easy way. So whenever you need the word, meanwhile making conversation with anyone, you would be find yourself you are easily able to retrieve that word whenever needed. So that's why these 5 step is very beneficial for you. That's why I'm here to teach you, not even teach you, rather than I'm here to do exercise with you so that you would feel there is someone who is with you, who can do practice with you, and you will not feel alone. Okay, so let's begin with our first vocabulary, which is certainly. Its meaning says that something is definitely true or will happen without any doubt. So our second step is building pronunciation confidence. So building pronunciation confidence is quite essential step out of 5 from learning part perspective. You know what, sometimes what happen, we know the meaning of the word but we don't know how to pronounce it, and on that time our mind doesn't allow us to forward these words into the conversation because it prevents us from the loss of reputation, and it doesn't want to put you in uncomfort zone. So that's why this step is quite important from learning part perspective. So let's work on the pronunciation. So stable somewhere and do practice along with me. Okay, so its pronunciation like this: certainly, certainly, certainly. So you have to repeat these words 20 to 30 times in a row, or you can repeat it 40 to 50 times. It's up to you. Okay, so just practice it until you can say it with ease and confidence. Okay, so let's get started. Certainly, 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 certainly. 5 more times. Certainly, 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 certainly. Let's move into the third step, which is analyze the word, how it is using in the sentences. So the first example is to express agreement. Certainly I agree with your proposal. To emphasize a point. To emphasize a point. The weather is certainly getting warmer this week. The weather is certainly getting warmer this week. To confirm something. I suddenly saw him leave the building earlier. I suddenly saw him leave the building earlier. To show willingness. To show willingness. She certainly knows what she's doing in the kitchen. She certainly knows what she is doing in the kitchen. In each of these examples, certainly is used to convey a sense of assurance, confidence, agreement, or confirmation. It is a versatile word that can be used in a variety of situations to emphasize certainty or confidence. Let's move into the fourth step, which is make your own sentences. So here I'm giving you some examples, thereby you can also relate it and you can also make your own sentences. Okay, so examples are: I'll certainly try my best to share my knowledge with you. I'll certainly try my best to share my knowledge with you. It will certainly rain tomorrow. It will certainly rain tomorrow. You are certainly going to try create your own sentences. You are certainly going to try to create your own sentences. Finally, we have covered fourth step in a very easy and confidence way. Okay, so now it's time to move on fifth step, which is intentionally use this word in your conversation. So you should have to manipulate your conversation in such a way thereby you can fit your recent vocabularies as well as past vocabularies you can fit into the conversation, so that you would be able to retrieve the right word at the right time. So this will gonna very beneficial for you, and best of luck my applier learner.